So do dogs need emotional support from us sometimes? I think they do. And today was a good example of that very thing happening. And I'll tell you a little bit of a story, and then I'll tell you kind of where the support comes in. And not only is it support for the pup, but it's also support for the humans. Have you been following me? You know that we currently have 3 pups at the pad. We got Sweet Cheeks, which I'm out with here right now on her daily walk. And then we also have Boo Boo, the corgi, and we have Pen, the Maltese. Well, I came home today. Usually when I come home, first thing we do is we leash them up, we pack them up, get their carrots ready, we put them in the car, and we come out here to our favorite park for our daily walk. It's about a 2-mile walk. It's our cardio, it's their cardio, and it's time to bond. So I come home and my wife tells me, hey, you know what, we're gonna skip the walk today. Pen got some bug bites on her on her undercarriage, her tummy, and we don't want to agitate it or cause more irritation if we go to the park in the grass. They love to run around in the grass. That's kind of their thing and stuff. Like, okay, makes sense. But I thought it meant all 3, the whole pack. We ain't going for a walk today. And I was even curious, like, I wonder why she didn't text me. This way, if I wanted to stay out a little longer, I could have. But I was like, okay, cool, no problem. Quick, let me pivot and adjust for the evening. And then she says, but I'll get if you want to start getting ready, I'll cut the carrots up for you. That way you and Tuna can take off a little bit earlier and catch a little bit more sun. I was like, I thought we were gonna skip the walk. She's like, no, well, Pen's gonna skip the walk, the Maltese, and we're gonna stay. Boo Boo don't mind. She's a napper. She's a herding dog, but if there's no herding necessary, she ain't herding. Once she's out here and we're running around and she's, like sprinting like a little rabbit, like just she's quick, low rider. She's a corgi, so she sits low. I mean, she's fast, but she runs out of gas quick. But she's quick. But when we're at the house, she likes to kick it. She'll get up from a nap to go take a nap. And we always make fun, like if we ever need to be on rainy day schedule or we're not going for whatever reason, she'll be the first one to celebrate and be like, hell yeah, we're not going. Anyways, so then my wife says, no, you go ahead, take Sweet Cheeks out, and we'll stay home for support, for emotional support. And that's when I was like, oh, see, that's perfect. You kind of lined up the whole thing to where it works. And this is where I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a video about this because it's kind of cool to share. See if anybody else out there does this. Sweet Cheeks, the Rottweiler, loves the park. I mean, this is her jam. She looks forward probably going to the park first, then seeing me when I'm gone most of the day. And probably I come in second because she knows that without me, she probably won't go to the park. I'm kidding aside, no, I know she we all know that this is her place right here. She loves coming here since she was a pup. She loves it. So for her to skip a walk, it's kind of like, oh man, this is like the highlight of the day. She sometimes, when the days are long and it's nice, whatever, we'll do 2 times a day sometimes. So I thought it was cool that my wife was like, okay, 1 pup is on the disabled list. The other 2 could go, but wouldn't it be nice as a support group, as the pack that we are, like, okay, well, let's one of us stay back with her today and kick it with her. Who's her? Well, obviously the pup, Pen, but like, I'm sure, and I saw in her eyes, that Pen's mama, which is my daughter, like, felt really nice that my wife did that. that we did that as the pack, that we said, hey, you know what? No. One of us will stay home and hang out with you. You meaning you guys, meaning my daughter and her pup, Pan. I was like, that was just a warm and fuzzy feeling there, like oh man, as the dad and grandpa, if you will, to Pan. It was so like it's no big deal. It's a bug bite. It'll get better in a bit. They put some treatment on, coned her up. It'll be fine. Whether it's a spider bite or a flea or out here, who knows? They get them every now and again. Not often, but it happens. Sometimes it's just allergies, seasonal allergies. In our area, it's just huge. So the point that I thought was really nice was that emotional support. That support of, yeah, we're going to stay home. Even though we don't have to. But we're going to stay home just to make you feel a little bit more comfortable. Pen doesn't stay alone. Not that she'd probably mind. But I know she feels it at an energy, at a level of energy, emotion, the way you feel. Remember we talked about that earlier. How you feel. What you put out in feeling is what you get back in results. You have high level feelings, you're going to have high level results. It's all mindset. And you're feeling, today I said that earlier and it was just a gem. It was a gem. I loved it. I said, the way you feel is like your meter. It should let you know, like, hey, if you're not feeling good, do something to change it. Because that's what you're asking for. That's what you're attracting. We get back what we put out. And if you're putting out low level feelings, you're going to get low level results. Because your feelings control your actions. And then, of course, your actions, your thoughts, feelings, and actions create your habits. And your habits create your reality. So here, see how this action right here, my wife had a great idea because she had a high-level attitude. High-level thoughts. Hey, should I stay home? It made her feel good. So here came the actions. We're going to stay home. The results to that are just, I'll tell you what. The results were already that she made me feel hella warm and fuzzy. My daughter felt hella warm and fuzzy. I'm sure Pen, the Maltese, felt nice. They're energy-driven animals. And I'm sure Booba was, for sure, she felt nice, besides in an emotional level, just the fact that she didn't have to come out here and put in work. I'm sure she felt great too. And on top of that, the bonus to that was, if she was lazy, it'd be like, yeah, cool, day off. But she's not. This is like her Disneyland. She loves this place. So to be able to also include in that whole recipe, no, but you guys go ahead. And she knows I like putting in my cardio. So it was like, she gets to come to the park and put her cardio in. She doesn't know she's doing cardio. And I get to put in my 2 miles. It's like, oh man, that's like, it even was emotional support for Sweet Cheeks. Like, I'd be down to stay. I want to support. It's okay. Boo Boo and Mama got it. We'll man the fort. We'll be part of the support group for Pen and her mom. You guys go ahead and enjoy. We got it here. You go over there. I know you want to stay, but it's not to a point where you need to stay. It's nothing critical. Thank God. It's just something simple. But just because it makes us feel warm and fuzzy, we're going to go ahead and do it. And because we can, we will. This comes out of having a high level attitude. Staying at a high level energy. My wife's been working on that too. Making sure that everything, her thoughts of everything is always perfect. When things break, perfect. What happened to her today? I think she's like opened up, what was it? I think she was pulling a couple of napkins out of the dispenser, and like 10 of them came out and fell on the ground. And usually that would be like, oh man, get upset. She'd probably get the whole thing and just, throw it away. But perfect. She's been working on also her emotions and the way she feels and her and her as she's developing, and she's like, no, you know what? It's perfect. Thank you for this. Thank you for this adversity. For her. This is her own world. Everybody lives in their own world, right? And here's a reward already. Here's a reward that she had a high level attitude. And when it came to check in and cash in her high level attitude, she had good thoughts. We should stay home. Oh, that makes me feel good. Good feelings. And then here came the good actions. We'll stay, telling Pen we're staying, telling her mama we're staying, or she telling her mama she's staying, Pen's mom, telling Pen that they're staying, and telling us, you guys still get to go. And by the way, while you go get ready, freshen up, change your shoes, put her jersey on and her collar, I'll go ahead and cut up your carrots. So yeah, I mean, emotionally, it was just warm and fuzzy vibes all over. And that's what I'm saying. That's what you gotta try to do all day. Stay at a gratitude mindset all day long, at the very least, most of the day, at the highest level. What is it? The highest intensity for the longest period of time. You stay in a gratitude mindset with that formula as the most intense you can for the longest period of time, and you start seeing how life just feels better. You enjoy it more. It's a lot more pleasant. Not to mention that everything starts going in your favor more and more, because you get back the feelings that you put out, and you're in control of your feelings. In the comments, let me know if this is a relatable story. If you do the same with your pups, if you have multiple pups at the pad, and if you guys do that kind of emotional stuff, like no, one of them doesn't like the rain, so we're gonna stay in, or one of them doesn't like loud this, so we do that. Share your story in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and to keep this to keep this video in your like folder so you can share it with the rest of the pack. Hit the like button. Thanks for watching. I'll get at you on the next one.